Hi, my name is Lindsay Black, and I'm one of the co-chairmen of the Dublin Lawrence St. Patrick's Festival. This year would have been the 56th annual Dublin Lawrence St. Patrick's Festival, and although we were unable to celebrate together this year due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, we feel it's important to keep the festival spirit alive through telling the stories of the histories past and the unique stories that make our festival so great. So today I have with me here the Honorable Judge Helen Harper. Helen has served as probate judge in Lawrence County for 40 years. She has served on the St. Patrick's Committee for over 20 years and has served in many roles, including the Blarney Stones as president, chairman of the festival, chair of Arts and Crafts Festival, chair of the awards banquet, and many other things. She's received many awards, including Woman of the Year in 2002, the Amy Cannon Spirit of the Festival Award, and she has been an honorary leprechaun. She has served as chair of the awards banquet for the past 6 years, and she's here today to tell us a little bit about the history of the banquet and the process through which we can be involved. So, Helen, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Well, you want to tell us a little bit about the history of the banquet?
Well, it was kind of before my time, but the awards banquet, the first awards banquet, my understanding was at the First Methodist Church. And after the awards banquet, the ball was held at the National Guard Armory. When I started getting involved with the St. Patrick's, the awards banquet was held at the Elks Club, and then everybody would leave the awards banquet and come out to the country club for the ball. And those were, what I remember most about all of the awards banquets, everybody was dressed. It was black tux, you know. And we had on our Sunday best. Mm-hmm. But the awards banquet over the years has not been as popular as it was when it first started. But it's beginning to grow back. And the awards, I love the awards because I love to see people's faces when they have been lied to mm-hmm. to get them here. But the awards banquet, and after we had the awards banquet on Friday night and the ball, and then after the ball we went and painted shamrocks on the streets.
That's right.
And we didn't sleep much that weekend.
And that tradition still, although we don't paint the streets right after the ball, but the festival committee does still paint the shamrocks on the street every year. And I know this year we are painting the shamrocks on a Sunday night because we're going to refresh it so it's bright and green this year. And I love that. That was one of the early traditions.
Yes, that was. It's always fun to go downtown with your group and paint the shamrocks. That's just a fun time.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I know the awards are a big part of this banquet. Can you kind of break down the awards to me and what they mean?
Well, we have the Woman of the Year. Most of the criteria fits for each award. Of course, the Woman of the Year is a woman, and the Man of the Year is a man. Now, the Youth of the Year can be a man, or a young man, or a young lady, and the Senior Citizens award can be either a man or a woman. But it's the people who receives these awards are people who have gone beyond their duties to make Lawrence County a better place to live, work, and play. Mm-hmm. They're outstanding. They're community oriented. They're volunteers. They're just good citizens of the community. Mm-hmm. But and someone nominates them, and we've had some good nominations over the years. And sometimes if you don't get nominated one year, you can pick it up the next year. So we've had some great Women of the Year and Men of the Year.
Mm-hmm. And that process started, is it 1968?
Yes, I believe so.
And the first Woman of the Year was Dorothy Nelson, right? And the first Man of the Year, do you remember who that might be?
Okay, let's see. The Man of the Year was Dr. John Bell. He was a physician here in Dublin. Okay. And the Woman of the Year was Miss Dorothy Nelson. Her husband was an attorney here in Dublin. Mm-hmm. Our Senior Citizen of the Year was W.H. Lovett. He had the newspaper. and the youth of the year was Dr. Emmett Black. Now, when Lisa McMichael asked me to chair the awards banquet 6 years ago, I got Emmett Black. He was our first youth to speak, and he was a hoot. Emmett is a dry wit, but he said, I can't believe it's been that long. But he came and spoke at our, I believe it was the 50th year, St. Patrick's Festival year that he spoke at. But
and there's been a lot of youth through the years that have gotten that award, have gone on. I know DuBose Porter was a 1971 Youth of the Year, and others that it's neat to kind of go back and see where they are now.
Yeah, that's true. And one thing that I was looking at and noticing right offhand, Joe Ulano and his wife Bobby Ulano, he got Man of the Year one year, and she got Woman of the Year. So couples get these awards, and they are still living and still working in the community.
The City of Dublin Natural Gas provides the most cost-efficient source of energy available today. So for your home, choose the most natural resource. Safe, clean, efficient. All new subdivisions around the Dublin area have natural gas available. Start reducing your energy bills today with Dublin City Natural Gas Department. Natural gas, the smart choice. Call 277-5048 today and let us help you start saving today.
I'm Don Carswell of Dublin Nissan. The new year brings new savings on your favorite Nissans.
This Dublin Nissan Versa SR is only $17,942.
And remember, Don sells cars well, only at Dublin Nissan.
That's wonderful. And these individuals, they give back so much to the community. They also help volunteer with the festival and are just a huge part of the festival. And one of those memories that as I've been collecting history and hearing the stories was that I think you might know the year, but several years ago there was a group of women who there was a woman who won Woman of the Year, and she asked, hey, why don't we get together and have lunch? And do you know much about that?
No, that was before my time.
She went and said, let's get together for lunch. And since then, they had a luncheon every year.
We have a luncheon every year. And at the luncheon, 4 people, Miss Harriet Claxton keeps her and Miss Miller keeps the records. And they tell us who's going to do it in charge next year. Usually they pick 4 women, the ones that have won. They go down the line, and those 4 people are put on the.
They host that year, right?
Last year we had I was me and 3 other women were in charge last year, so I won't have to do it for a little while. But it's fun.
That's right. You get a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
Well, what a fun tradition that, you just got together and say, hey, why don't we grab lunch? And now every year since then, it's probably been 20 years now that you've been doing these luncheons with the Women of the Year as the feature for each year, that you get together and share stories.
And we do invite to a Woman of the Year luncheon. We do invite the senior citizens. Women. We don't invite the men, but we invite the women, and they come.
They come, absolutely. I love hearing those stories, and thank you, all those years that you have been involved in making that awards banquet happen. Now, I know there's a process that, there's a nominating process for that. Can you share about that?
Usually in November, we try to put the ad in the paper for you to nominate someone. Some of us wait till the last minute, but we'll usually have a deadline, say January the 31st, and we don't accept any more applications after that. Those applications are turned in and to the festival committee, and the chair of the festival committee picks one person, and it's a secret person. Nobody knows who that person is except the chair of the festival that year. And then that secret person selects a committee, and nobody knows who's on that committee except the ones that are there. And then they go through the process of seeing who is the best one to be awarded Woman of the Year or Man of the Year. So it's kind of a secret process, and it should be secret.
Right, absolutely.
And then they, in the past 6 years, what they do is tell me who the winners are, and then I have to get in touch with the family, and that's when the line starts. But some of them don't want to come, but so far we've been successful, and everybody's come.
Get them there some way or another.
They're some way or the other.
Now, I know the 2019 Woman of the Year and Man of the Year is Lisa McMichael.
And Roger Holmes.
Roger Holmes were the two, and then of course they'll be honored in the 2022 festival through the parade and those festivities, along with the new honorees. So you know, the nomination process for next year's festival, we are going to be opening that up in the next few months, right?
Yes, in November.
Yes.
November. The sooner the better. Everybody gets busy with Christmas, but if you open it up end of October, November, then that gives people a chance to get their thoughts together and nominate someone.
Well, that's great. And so now, plenty of time to think about who you'd like to nominate, and go ahead and get the paperwork together for that. And as soon as that opens up, we hope to get a lot of nominations for the 2022 festival.
The more the better. People need to nominate because there are a lot of good citizens in Lawrence County who deserve this award.
Right.
Also, last year, Robert Tarpley was Senior Citizen of the Year, and the youth was Hudson Russell, and both of those are very rewarding people.
I remember hearing the Youth of the Year's list of accomplishments and just thinking, how do they have time for all this?
When he started reading that night, I thought, well, when are you going to be quiet?
Wow.
But Hudson he really deserved that award.
Some very impressive folks, and lucky to have them here in Dublin-Lawrence County. And thank you so much for all the time you've given to the awards banquet the past 6 years, and of course serving as the probate judge of Lawrence County. I know you recently retired.
Yes.
So you've been doing some stuff on your own here.
No, I've been staying home.
Yeah, that's right, staying home.
But I've had my shots, so I'm fixing to get out.
Wonderful. Me too. I've had both of mine as well, so that's great. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. We hope that you enjoyed this brief history of the awards banquet, and we look forward to reading all the nominations for the 2022 festival, and be looking for that in the next few months. And remember, Aaron Go Bragh.
Hi, this is Cameron Curry with Kim Barham, and we're the vice chairs of the 2021 Dublin-Lawrence St. Patrick's Festival. We would like to thank the Dublin-Lawrence community and all of our sponsors, patrons, vendors, and civic organizations for their continued support of the Dublin-Lawrence St. Patrick's Festival through the years.
It's because of your financial support each year that allows us to celebrate our great city.
Aaron Go Bragh.